Welcome to this tutorial on using the PIAAC data. This is the first video of a three-part series describing the PIAAC data. PIAAC is a program for the International Assessment of Adult Competencies. It is organized and sponsored by the OECD, the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. It assesses proficiency of adults in 4 information processing skills considered essential for successful participation in the information-rich economies and societies of the 21st century. These domains are literacy, numeracy, problem-solving in technology-rich environments, and reading components. The main purpose of PIAAC is the assessment of these information processing skills with the purpose to gain a picture of the distribution of adults in the population over the entire spectrum of proficiency in each of the domains assessed. These are key competencies or skills in that they are preconditions for successful integration and participation in the labor market, education and training, and social and civic life. They're relevant to all adults. They're highly transferable in that they are relevant to multiple social fields and work situations, and they're learnable, and therefore subject to the influence of policy. PIAAC consists of 2 main survey instruments, a background questionnaire and a cognitive assessment. The cognitive assessment was delivered on computer, but there was a paper-based option for individuals with no computer experience. PIAAC assessed participants in their ability to understand, evaluate, use, and engage with written text to participate in society, to achieve one's goals, and to develop one's knowledge and potential. This is what they call the literacy domain. It encompasses a range of skills from the decoding of written words and sentences to the comprehension, interpretation, and evaluation of complex text. It does not involve the production of text or writing. It also assessed the ability to access, use, interpret, and communicate mathematical information and ideas in order to engage in and manage the mathematical demands of a range of situations in adult life. This is what's called the numeracy domain. It involves managing a situation or solving a problem in a real context by responding to mathematical content, information, ideas represented in multiple ways. It also assessed the problem-solving skills defined as the ability to use digital technology, communication tools, and networks to acquire and evaluate information, communicate with others, and perform practical tasks. The assessment focuses on the abilities to solve problems for personal, work, and civic purposes by setting up appropriate goals and plans, and accessing and making use of information through computers and computer networks. Each of these domains correspond to an assessment framework where each is described in more detail. The frameworks are available from the OECD website and from the NCS PIAAC website. Instructions on how to download this information from these sites is available in a separate video. The PIAAC background questionnaires collect a comprehensive set of information designed to support the major analytical objectives of PIAAC. These are to determine the level and the distribution of proficiency in key information processing skills for important subgroups of the adult population, better understand the factors associated with the acquisition, development, maintenance, and loss of proficiency over the life cycle, and to better understand the relationship of proficiency in information processing skills to economic and other social outcomes. To this effect, the background questionnaires collect information in 5 main areas: basic demographic characteristics and background of respondents, educational attainment and participation, labor force status and employment, social outcomes, literacy and numeracy practices, and the use of skills. A framework for the background questionnaires is also available from the OECD and NCS PIAAC websites. The PIAAC questionnaires ask respondents about their characteristics and background, including demographics, household and family structure, language background, immigration status, social background, etc. They ask questions about their educational experience and current participation in learning activities, educational experience, current studies, incomplete studies, formal studies in previous years, participation in non-formal courses in the previous 12 months, most recent non-formal activity, total time in education and training activities, barriers to undertaking education and training. They ask questions about labor force status, work history, and job characteristics, including current activity and work history. They ask extensive information about the participant's current job. Information about their most recent job, if unemployed. There are questions about social participation and health. There are questions about tasks and activities in work and everyday life related to reading, writing, numeracy, problem solving, use of technologies. Interaction with others, learning activities, and organization and planning. It asks about qualifications and skills match and mismatch. There's a self-assessment of match of skills and job requirements, and they ask about matching the qualification to the job requirement. These data are collected for several reasons. Engagement in these domains is a constituent element of the respective measurement frameworks. Engagement in related practices is an important correlate of proficiency in the domains. There's policy interest in gaining information on a broader range of generic skills than provided by the direct assessment. And there's also policy interest in better understanding the demands for skills and the phenomena such as qualifications and skills match, mismatch, related to the interaction of supply and demand. For a complete listing of the questions in the background questionnaires, you can refer to the PIAAC codebooks. These are available from the OECD and the NCES PIAAC websites. Thank you for watching. For more information or comments about these videos, please write to egonzalez@ets.org. Thank you.
This video was made possible by the Institute of Education Sciences of the U.S. Department of Education, through Grant R305B160020 to Educational Testing Service. The opinions expressed are those of the authors and do not represent views of the Institute or the U.S. Department of Education.